Hello, loves. It's Catherine here from Self-Unity. Welcome to your weekly collective love messages. All right, loves. So I know I usually share a weekly collective reading. I started doing these a couple weeks ago, but I got a little bit behind this week. And today's Spirit's guiding me to share some love messages with you all. So you guys must have love and romance on the brain. So we're going to tap into those energies and see what comes up for you all today. Before I get into the reading though, I do want to let you all know that I do offer personal readings. So if that's something you're interested in, you can either send me a DM on Instagram at selfunity, or you can email me at selfunity@outlook.com and we can set up a private reading for you. All right, let's go ahead and get into today's messages. So for today's reading, I am using the Shadowscapes Tarot deck. This is one of my favorite decks. This is actually the deck that I learned how to read tarot with. So it's a really beautiful deck. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, love. So if you have any questions about love and romance that's on your mind, go ahead and take a moment to ask your guides, ask your higher self those questions now, and then trust that you will receive the answers in the divine's perfect timing. All right, let's see what we got. So what do we need to know about love and romance? Oh my goodness, I cannot make this up. Our first card is 6, the Lovers. Yes, Spirit's just confirming. Yes, right on with the love messages coming through. Oh, so I am picking up that this could be a message for somebody that's already in a relationship, or it's like you've started seeing somebody. So you may not be official yet, but it's like there is the energy of like potential between you two. Okay, let's see what this is here. We have 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Yes. Okay, so what I'm getting is that if you are like, if you recently started seeing somebody new and you're just a little bit unsure, you know, maybe it's been a long time since you've dated somebody or been in a romantic relationship with somebody, so you're kind of, you know, questioning yourself, like, is this the right path for me? Should I be talking to this person? Should I be, you know, going out on dates with this person? 3 of Cups is a yes card. And I mean, we also have the Lovers, which is just, you know, confirming for you that yes, there is a potential love match here. There is a potential for this relationship to bring you more joy, more love, more romance, more fun. There's also like this energy of like a playfulness here, like the 3 of Cups generally represents, you know, celebrating, having fun, playing with your friends. So like when you celebrate something, you know, you have a party, you go out with your friends to dinners, things like that. So there's that energy of that this relationship could bring out a, you know, like more playfulness, more celebratory days. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get another card. All right. Okay, we have 2 more. So we have Knight of Cups. All right, and then we also have, oh, I have a hair there. And then we also have Ace of Cups. All right, so you have so many cups. And these are good cup cards to have. The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups, I always talk about with this one. If you look at this figure on here, there's a masculine figure and he's riding a unicorn. He sees his goal. This cup is his goal and he's going for it. Okay, so what I'm getting with that, I'm getting 2 different messages. One, I feel like for some of you, this person that you have been communicating with, you know, trying to form a potential romantic relationship with, I feel like you've been admiring them from afar. And this has come up in quite a few readings that I've shared in the past. Okay, so I feel like you've been admiring this person from afar, but now you're starting to put yourself out there and make the moves to move closer and closer to just kind of connecting with this person, which will allow you to gain the awareness or the knowing if this relationship is something that you do want to pursue. Because when you kind of take a step back and you're just admiring this person from afar, you're not actually spending time with them, you're not actually communicating with them, getting to know them. So all you have to go off of is the surface level of, you know, what they look like, their appearance, and the energy that they give off, maybe the interactions that they have with other people, or like those small talk interactions that you may have with one another, such as, you know, just like, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. And then you go about your day. Okay, there's more to it when you actually make an effort to reach out and start building a bond or a deeper connection with them. So right now I feel that some of you are in that energy of getting to know one another. Okay, and that's okay. That's a great place to be, because I feel like for so long you had been kind of taking a back seat, just admiring them from afar, and now you're starting to make the moves to go after what you want. Okay, and then this Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings. All right, and all these cards are very positive energy, so I do feel that this connection it's a really beautiful connection, really positive energy there. Yes, we have 10 of Pentacles. Yes, the 10 of Pentacles is about having it all. Yeah, look at that. I almost feel like there's this lady figure here, whether you're a man or a woman. You know, I feel like this is you, and then there's like this dragon that she's just kind of resting on, and I feel like that's the person that you've been admiring from afar, and it's just like you're gonna connect with one another, you're gonna hit it off. All right. All right, I want to get some messages for the people in a relationship already. This isn't something new. So let's see if we can get some messages for people that are already in a romantic relationship, committed relationship, for longer than, you know, just being something new. So let's see. What does Spirit have? I'm going to take this card. We have Death, 8. Is that 8? No, it's 13. 13. All right, so we have the Death card. Let's get one more. We have 6 of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to get one more so we can see what this energy is for those that are in a committed relationship already. It's very different than those that are starting something new. So we have 12, the Hanged Man, which actually comes before the Death card, and then we have 4 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so this is probably what I was picking up on, because I was picking up on some like conflicting energy between two people. Okay, and we mentioned, you know, this Lovers card in the beginning being about somebody in a committed relationship already. So what I'm getting is that, oh, we have 7 of Swords on the bottom too. So what I'm getting with this is that, so if you've been in a committed relationship for some time, I feel that there's been, it's kind of like an imbalance in regards to, you know, how you operate with one another. You know, like things haven't been smooth sailing for the past couple months, probably for some time now, maybe even just this week. Okay, there's been like some bumps in the road that you've had to overcome with one another, but I'm also seeing that, you know, you may have a difficult time overcoming those bumps because there's some type of imbalance with communication. All right, but I do see that things are going to start shifting, because one or both of you is going to be having to essentially go through this death, this rebirth process of your perspective. All right, you're going to be looking at this situation from a new lens. So maybe you've been kind of reflecting on your relationship with this person, and you haven't necessarily been able to make the adjustments you're needing to make, or you're intuitively feeling you need to make, because you've been so enamored with your own energy and not really reflecting on how your partner may feel, or, you know, what they may be going through. So there is this need to shift your perspective and put yourself in their shoes for a moment, and that's going to help you like tenfold. That's going to help you be able to heal any sort of imbalance with this relationship. Okay, we also have the Six of Pentacles, which is all about giving energy, you know, giving help to others, giving to charities, I'm hearing. But in this sense, I think there is this means of needing to, you know, stop taking so much and to start giving more to the other person. And in return, you will be able to get what you've been seeking from them as well. Okay, so it's almost like you've both been in this energy of like just kind of thinking about yourself and like, this is what I need from them, but they're not giving it to me. And Spirit's kind of saying, well, you have to give it first. Okay, so whatever you're seeking from them, you have to either give it to yourself first or give it to them first. And that's going to help you to heal any of these imbalances or conflicts that you're facing with one another. Okay, we also have the Four of Pentacles energy, which is that energy of, you know, holding on to things a little too tightly. And I think this is representing your mindset and your energy and your efforts as to, you know, what you're not giving, but what you need to be giving. Okay, all right, I'm going to put the Seven of Swords here because it is on the bottom and it's just the same energy. All right, if you look at that, he's kind of protecting his mountain of birds, or his mountain with the bird on it and all his swords there. But he has a mask on, you know, he can't, it's like he can't see anything else. He's just like, this is what I have, and he's protecting it with all his might. But it's like, if you kind of zoom out for a moment, you'll see that there's so much more to this situation than meets the eye. Okay, and it's going to require you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit, step outside the mindset you've been embodied in for a minute, and really put yourself in the other person's shoes, or, you know, just kind of take yourself out of the situation for a moment so you can view it from an eagle eyes vision perspective. Okay, and then again, there's this energy of needing to not take so much and to give a little bit more than you've been willing to. All right, let's get some more messages. We're going to pull a couple extra cards here. So I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships oracle. All right, I think that's the name of this deck. All right, so let's go back to our singles. All right, we're going to go back around to our singles. That's the card. So these are kind of like energy card, theme cards. So we'll see what yours is. We have 19, expression. All right, Spirit's actually saying this can apply for both people that are singles and in a committed relationship. All right. So expression says the frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. Yes, okay, so this does apply to both singles and those that are in committed relationships. And what I'm hearing is that it's time to express yourself honestly and truthfully. Okay, so, you know, if you resonate with the messages of being single, kind of admiring this person from afar, not taking those steps to, you know, start a connection with them, you are being guided to express that truth. Let them know how you feel. Also, Spirit's saying, you know, because I said, like, I already see you communicating with this person. You've already reached out. You've done that. You've already made the time to, you know, set a date to hang out or a place to hang out and spend time together. Spirit saying, when you go spend time with them, do not try to be somebody that you're not. You know, let your freak flag shine. That's what I'm hearing. So that may be something that somebody watching this says a lot, because I don't normally say that. But Spirit saying, you know, let your freak flag shine. Let people see who you truly are, because when you allow yourself to express who you truly are, you allow yourself and the other person to make informative decisions about, you know, this connection overall, and if this is something that they truly want to, you know, move forward with. Okay, and the same for you. If you're allowing yourself to, you know, express yourself fully, 100%, being honest and truthful about who you are, what you stand for, then, you know, you'll also, it's almost like you'll give them permission to also express themselves fully, and you'll also be able to make informed decisions about whether or not this is something that you do actually want to move forward with. All right, and then for those that are in relationships, All right. I feel that you have, it's like when you hear me say it's time to express yourself, you may be thinking, I have been expressing myself. What do you mean? All right. But I feel Spirit saying here that you have not been expressing yourself 100% completely and honestly. Okay. There are like little details that you've been keeping to yourself that you haven't been wanting to share. Maybe because it's something that you don't even want to face yourself yet. And so you're kind of just keeping it pushed down, you're keeping it stored within, all right? But by opening yourself up to this truth, by facing it, accepting that this is how you're feeling, this is, maybe a part of who you are, you allow the energy to shift naturally. Okay, wherever there is an imbalance, you allow it to shift naturally when you are completely honest and truthful with yourself. And then when you choose to share this with the other person that you're in a connection with. Okay, so Spirit's saying it's okay to feel what you feel. It's okay to be who you are. You can't change yourself. You can't change your feelings. Sometimes they just happen and we are just who we are. We can't always change certain details and aspects that are completely embedded in our DNA. Okay, so it's okay. Spirit wants you to know that it's okay. It's okay, and you're gonna get through this. And I feel like once you do express whatever it is that you're bottling up within, like what you're envisioning this other person's reaction to be is going to be completely different. It's not going to be anything that you're expecting. You are going to be met with love and understanding and, an ability to create a deeper bond with one another. Okay, so allow yourself to open up, be honest about what you're feeling, what you're going through. All right, let's get a couple more cards before we tie up these messages. So this is from Journey of Love. Let's see what comes through from Journey of Love. This is also one of my first Oracle decks. I've been feeling really called to work with some of my, some of the decks that I first started working with when I started this adventure with tarot and oracle cards. Do I want one more card? I guess so. We'll take one more. All right, so we have 2 fall out. So we have 25, Seed of the Heart. All right, and we have 32, Devotion to the Small. All right, and we have 57, the Lovers. Wow, look at that. I cannot make that up. We have the Lovers twice from 2 completely different decks. That is amazing. I love the alignment there. So Spirit's saying with the second Lovers card coming out, if you have been looking for somebody, if you're single, you've been looking for somebody, waiting for, yourself to meet somebody, Spirit's saying this energy is bringing in somebody new. Someone who's coming in, a potential romantic, love-based connection. And I'm seeing here too, for some of you, maybe you haven't necessarily been looking for a romantic love-based connection. Maybe you've been seeking soulmate friendship connections. And I feel like that this energy is also bringing that forth too. So you may be meeting new friends that feel like soulmates to you, or like they just feel like family, or they feel like, somebody that you've known your whole life, even if you're just, meeting them in the present moment. All right, let's see what these other cards are bringing out though. All right, so Spirit's saying, it's like they're saying your prayers have been heard, but I'm also hearing there's this need to say your prayer. So I think Spirit's saying like you need to be very specific with what you pray for. Like be very specific with your intentions, because if you're slacking on the details a little bit, what you're hoping to receive, it's like there could be some missing pieces. So it's like you'll receive what you asked for, but if you weren't specific with the details, or you didn't set very clear intentions, then when you receive whatever it is you asked for, it's like things could be a little chaotic, and it may create this sense of confusion within yourself. Okay, this is a weird message coming through, but it may like create this sense of confusion within yourself, because you'll be thinking to yourself, this is what I asked for, but why are they like this? Like there's like little things that you might be nitpicking at. Okay, so Spirit's saying to be very specific with what you're asking for, and they're also saying with that, you know, your prayers have been heard. So when something comes along that doesn't align with what you asked for, do not settle, okay, because it's a test. There's something better that is going to come, but Spirit wants to test you to see if you're really willing and ready to wait for exactly what you asked for. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to the details, and if like one or two things don't line up, that means that is not meant for you. That like what you've asked for is going to be a little bit further down the road. Okay, so it's a test as well. All right, let's see what else. There's some different messages coming in here. We have 25 seat of the heart. And again, Spirit's saying with this, it's like there's this need to get really specific with your heart space. What do you want to feel? What do you want to experience? What type of person do you want to be connected with in terms of love and romance? Okay. And if you resonate with the message about friendships, you know, what types of people do you want to connect with in terms of friendships? And this isn't a logical thing. This isn't something that you just think about in your mind. This is something that you really have to sit with and tune into your heart space, tune into your intuition, and feel out. And so I'm seeing this energy of where you may need to kind of reflect on like your past relationships. What did you most enjoy and love about those relationships? And then also, you know, what did you wish that those past relationships had or embodied that you're wishing for in your future relationships? Okay, so if you're not in a relationship yet, but this is something you're trying to manifest, really sit with yourself and get specific about what you're feeling in your heart as to what you want to attract towards you. Okay, and then Spirit's saying, you know, devotion to the small. Focus on the details in your day-to-day life. And with this, I'm getting the message of gratitude. Okay, be grateful for the small things in your day-to-day life, and this will help to you know, transition any conflicting energy that you're experiencing, any imbalances, because if you are having like conflict within yourself or within your relationship, if you pull away from like hyper focusing on the conflict and those imbalances, and you start focusing on the things that you're grateful for, the things that are working, you will naturally be able to shift the energy and also open up the doors for awareness of, you know, where those imbalances are coming from or why you're going through those types of imbalances. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some last cards here. I'm going to pull some affirmations for you all. All right, so we're going to start with the Lover's Oracle, since this is a love-based reading. So let's see what affirmation we're going to get from this deck. I'm actually going to take this one because it's not lining up. Wow. All right, so this is the artwork on the back, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Yes. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. I'm picking up that some of y'all are about to meet your twin flames, about to meet a soulmate. You are coming into a sacred union. Yes, all right. And some of you, you know, if you're already in a relationship, this could be your twin flame. It could be a soulmate. And even though things have been a little bumpy, it like, you know, like that says, it's just a bump in the road. You'll get over this. You will get over the bump. Don't worry. All right, one more. We have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Yes. Acceptance. I feel that with this card coming out, there's this need to accept the present moment. I feel for some of you, you're getting lost in the future moment, and because you're not in those future moments yet, you know, you can tend to get worried or sink into feelings of sadness, depression, frustration, all right? But Spirit's saying you're not there yet. But again, like we said before with the Lovers card, this Lovers card and the devotion to the small, your prayers have been heard, all right? The universe knows what you want. There's just, you know, there's certain things that may have to line up before you can receive what you want. Okay, maybe the person that is absolutely perfect for you is halfway across the country and they're starting to make their way to you, or maybe, you know, you're starting to make your way to them. All right, there are certain key elements that have to line up in the universe for you to meet, okay? And so there is this need to accept where you're at in the present moment and to really pay attention to the present moment. Devote yourself to the present moment, to those small daily tasks, with gratitude, with acceptance and gratitude, okay? You can't force things to speed up. You can't change how things are now, but you can continue trusting in your higher self, trusting in God, trusting in the universe, that your prayers have been heard and they are doing everything they can to make them come true, okay? It's just a matter of timing. All right, but we have very positive cards, so, you know, this is going to work out. It's already worked out, all right? It's not going to, it's already worked out. It's just a matter of timing. All right, let's get one more. Here we go. I'm going to put these aside. All right, and this is our last affirmation card. It says freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Freedom. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yes. So I feel that a lot of what you're going through, what you're experiencing, especially emotionally, especially if you're like in that energy of worrying or, you know, going through the what ifs or sinking into frustration, a lot of that, it's just all in your head, all right? Because you're not living in the present moment, you're living in the future, you're living in the past. But if you pull yourself back to the present moment and you just say, you know, just say what this card says here. There's nothing stopping me. What I've said, the intentions I've set, the prayers I've said are going to happen. They have already happened. Again, it's just a matter of timing and trusting that you are so powerful that, you know, the universe, your higher self, God has heard those prayers and they're doing everything they can to bring it to you, okay? So repeat this affirmation. I'm feeling like Spirit wants you to say this affirmation to yourself. This will help you get out of your head and back into your power of embodying, you know, the energy that's going to help you receive whatever it is that you're wanting to receive. All right, so I'm going to read this one more time. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. I'm also feeling with this, I know I said last time, but I'm also feeling with this that when you pull yourself back into the present moment, you sink into that energy of gratitude, focusing on this present moment, accepting where you're at, trusting that you're going to receive whatever it is you're wanting to receive, whatever it is you're manifesting, praying for. When you come back into the present moment, you will receive intuitive guidance, okay? You will just, you know, you will get a thought or a feeling that you should go somewhere, okay? Don't question those feelings. That is your intuition guiding you to the places that are going to give you exactly what you're asking for, okay? The path is clear if you want it to be. You just have to take a moment to pause and tune in to your own intuition. Tune in to your direct connection with God, with your higher self, with the universe, all right? And they will guide you. All right, loves, that's it for today's love messages. I thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what you enjoyed most. I always love hearing from you all about how the messages that came through resonated with you. And again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can by sending me a DM on Instagram at selfunity or emailing me at selfunity@outlook.com. And if you feel called and would like to offer a love donation to help support my channel and these readings that I do for the collective, it would mean the world to me, but you don't have to. But I do really appreciate them. So thank you so much, loves. All right, loves, I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. I'm sending you love and healing energy.